And so today, after months of not making a public appearance, we get a chance to talk to Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson. Reporters try to ask him some questions. Again, he is the Republican candidate for governor. It was after an event, and this is how it went.
That's what you got out of this. There's your answer. Shameful. That's what it is. Pure shameful.
All right, so WRL Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie joining us live now. We played a bit of the interaction with the Lieutenant Governor today. Of course, it needs a lot of context. Please give us some more information here.
Dan, it is a routine thing for reporters to ask elected officials questions after public events. We do that all the time, especially when those officials are hard to get access to otherwise. What happened next today is pretty unusual. Lieutenant Governor, can you ask some questions? Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson rarely holds press conferences, and he has denied or not responded to our repeated interview requests. We wanted to ask him to explain recent remarks he made at a Bladen County church.
Get mad at me if you want to. Some folks need killing. It's time for somebody to say it. It's not a matter of vengeance. It's not a matter of being mean or spiteful. It's a matter of necessity. We have wicked people doing wicked things, torturing and murdering and raping.
His campaign manager said Robinson was talking about America's enemies during World War II. But Democratic Party Chair Anderson Clayton says he was clearly talking about the present day.
It's jarring and irresponsible for the current sitting lieutenant governor and the Republican nominee for governor to say something so reckless and so clearly intended to incite violence.
Robinson was hosting an award ceremony today for a sheriff's deputy. Afterward, as he was leaving, we tried to ask him about those remarks. Lieutenant Governor, can you please answer some questions?
I told you that if you had questions about what happened in there today, he would answer them. This day is about Lieutenant Moses' winnings. It's not about politics.
You want to come out here and you want to besmirch this lady's award by coming out here asking me that silly question. That's what you got out of this. There's your answer. Shameful. That's what it is. Pure shameful. And you should be ashamed.
After this, we reached out again to his campaign and his office, asking again for an interview. His campaign spokesman turned down the interview request, telling me again that Robinson was talking about the enemies of the U.S. in World War II and accusing Democrats and the media of taking his comments out of context. And y'all wonder why you get called fake news, Lonergan wrote. WRAL will continue to try to sit down with Lieutenant Governor Robinson during his campaign for governor. In the meantime, his Democratic rival in that campaign, Josh Stein, responded to our story. The Lieutenant Governor can run, but he cannot hide from his dangerous, violent rhetoric, said Stein spokeswoman Margaret Hopkins. Mark Robinson promotes violence and is too extreme for North Carolina. By the way, we did also cover that awards ceremony. That story is coming up for you at 7 o'clock, or you can find it online at WRAL.com. Laura Leslie, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.